Thank you, Lori, for ending that. All right, here we go. We are ready for segment number 2. Before I go to segment 2, how did y'all like segment 1? Who's ready to look at driving differently? This is a renew of your vision, final quarter. Don't miss out. This is about what's possible. Remember how we kicked it off today. And what you see, what you say, what your attitude is what you get. So I can tell you this, you're going to see, we are seeing almost every month a new ambassador being born. We have another one that just happened again. This is the fastest thing I've ever seen. And it's because they're focused on 2 things, quarterly bonus and the Mazda program. So if I could change your thinking, change your choice of discipline, Jose said it perfectly. So I know we're into segment number 2, but I pause as we do this to just say, why not you? And get ready. But don't take long to get ready, as he said. And one of the things I heard Jose say was he talked about having the discipline to talk to enough people, prospecting on the go, online. He didn't just limit it, but he said scheduling activities. He didn't say, I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. They schedule activities, be it online, be it on the go. They're booking times to have sponsoring interviews. They're booking parties. They're booking facials. That what is leading 40 quarterly bonus achievers. Now we've had 3 and we're proud of 3, but we're ready for double digits. We're going to hit our first 10, which will lead us to the next 10. So that's our mantra this fall season and holiday season, because it's what your team deserves. Yes, it's 500 for you. But one of the stories Jose talked about was how they were there all about their team, getting consultants off to great starts, but doing and teaching. And today I wanted to just take some social tip moments to do the online part. I love sharing socially. I think you're all just incredibly growing in the social media world, but there's just some specialty experts that are out here that are trying new things, that are recommitting themselves. And I saw Lisa's video online and I loved it. It's her Walmart story and her commitment to have 5 shares a day in this new discipline, which is completely aligned to similar to what Jose shared in the CAR program of his leaders. And she shared about how she just said, that's it. I don't care what time I'm at Walmart. I am here to talk to 5 people. And that was her purpose. And lo and behold, things happened. You can watch that in Facebook. In our Amber group, I shared it there, and just listen and re-listen. But she's had something kind of exciting that's happened, and she really just wanted to be able to share it with you. So I'm done babbling. I want to turn this over to one of our social experts. She is the one who is with Sharon Davis on week 4 every Monday night on Smart Start Sharing, because that's what they do. They have really become incredible on the social media platform. So please help me welcome one of your Smart Start trainers, but a brilliant, smart woman on her way to change. Please help me welcome Lisa Washington. Woo-hoo!
Okay, thank you, Jackie. You really do know how to pump people up. That was a great introduction. Okay, well, I will start by saying that I made a decision. Let me go back. I made a decision a long time ago about moving up, but life happened. I never left that decision. I just had to postpone some of the activities. But when we left national conference, I came home with the idea that September, I was going to hit the ground running, go back into the CAR program. And I say back because I was in a CAR program earlier, as some of you know, and it was an 18-month program, and I got to 17 months of 18 months. Yes, it was a heartbreaker. So, but I learned from it, and I'm ready to go again. And so, you might know that September 1st, I thought I was hitting the ground with 100 catalogs, and I got 100 Spanish. And so that kind of threw a monkey wrench into everything. So what it taught me was to start October with something different. Not just a plan A, but a plan B and a plan C. So I made the decision when we are on our smart sharing segment on the fourth Monday, we talk about how, what, when, where, and all of that. And we talk about how to do it offline and how to do it online. Well, I made my decision that I was going to work in both segments, on and offline. So one of the things was the 5 conversations a day, no matter what. And so far, I have been doing that. We also teach that there are 101 places where you can go to share. I just happen to go to Walmart on a regular basis. I happen to go to the doctor on a regular basis. Yes, I'm still dealing with health issues. There are some places I happen to go on a regular basis. But I also had to go to the computer doctor because I spilled water in my I've spilled water in my Surface Book, which, is a very expensive computer. So I took it to the doctor and I had to talk to them. So here's the thing. I'm not giving myself excuses anymore. I said this to myself to be tough with myself. For some years, I didn't build Jafra because I had an attitude about one thing or another one. The president wasn't doing what I liked. They changed the commission program. They changed the lineage program. The catalogs didn't have Black women in it. It was always one thing after another. And so now it's like, it doesn't matter. No excuses. None of that matters. Okay. So once I made that decision, I know that I need to talk to 5 people a day. This is not new. We were teaching this back in Aspire Club. How many years ago was that? Okay. So when we just sit here and play games with ourselves with excuses for why we're not getting 25 a week, they're just excuses that we are playing with ourselves. They're 25 a week. Yeah, we could actually do 25 in a day, but 25 in a week is really, really something that's doable. So for me, I also needed to show my team that I'm not giving myself any excuses. So when you come to me with yours, they better be really good. So I'm out there at doctor's offices. I'm out there, none of us are hermits. We all go out to the grocery store. We all go out to put gas in our cars. We all go out to do things. So why are we not sharing? It is just that we haven't made the hard decision to do it. So I got my tools together. So to share, I have my business cards, and I also got Lori Alley to create a couple of things for me. Let me grab one. And so I moved to clear bags. Can you see right there in my clear bag? That's to remind me it's never out of sight. It is never out of sight. So my business cards are in here with a sample. These are what I'm sharing. It's nothing fancy. It's the same thing everybody else has access to, okay? And yes, I do use 1 sachet for this because when I sign up somebody, I want it to be duplicatable, and I do use the 3-piece cards for something else. So 5 a day, no matter what. Yesterday, I did 5. The day before that, Monday, I did 5. Tuesday, I did 10. I did 13, but only 10 would even give me their phone number. So I only counted to 10. And then yesterday I did 5. And so today I still have to go out and get mine. So I made a decision to put on a Jafra shirt every day. That's my uniform, something with Jafra on it. So when I say I'm Lisa Washington with Jafra, that's all I do. I'm Lisa with Jafra. And that's it. It is the shirt takes it up a notch. Okay. It just seems to do it. My card, I lead with this. And then of course, so in addition to this 5, now ladies, I'm just going to say, this is just my decisions. These are my decisions. My team members have to tell me what their decisions are. So I don't tell them what to do, but once they say what it is, I have started holding them accountable for that. Okay, so now I also go in and do 5 catalogs a day. That's why when the ones came in the wrong language, it threw a monkey wrench into my plans in September. But this is my prospecting bag for the catalogs. Okay, it's got lips on it. All right, and right there you see, let me see if I can get it in the window. Listen for a lip gloss. Same thing right there. Let me see here. I can't find my camera, ladies. Can y'all see that?
Yes, it looks
Okay, so
awesome.
anyway, and I tell them, you get to choose one of these, and if you don't like these, we have close to 100 different shades between lipsticks and lip glosses. We'll find a shade that's good for you, okay? So that's and in here are the catalogs that are with a fragrance sample, okay? My Lips and For lip gloss card is in there too, and a flyer with the kits. Okay, so when I talked to the lady in Walmart who said, I love your bag, I said, okay, let me start over at Walmart in case you haven't seen the video. When I parked my car, I parked beside a lady in a white Toyota. So she was sitting in the car. I walked over to her window and waved this. She rolled down her window and I gave it to her and had the conversation. Then she invited me to get in her car and have her 10-minute conversation right then. I declined. I said, I'll call you tonight. So I walked into Walmart, and as I was going in, a lady was coming out. So I stopped. I said, oh, let me give you my business card. And when I handed her this, and I said, I would love for you to choose one of these free lipsticks. So I did that. I'm Lisa with Jafra, and I'd love for you to choose one of these free lipsticks or lip glosses or some other shades if you don't like those. It's simple. While I was in there, standing in line to check out, the bank was right across from there, and the lady in the bank was looking. I smiled at her. She says, I love your bag. And I said, and then so when I finished checking out, I walked over to her. I said, it is cute, isn't it? And we had a conversation, and I gave her one of these. Well, after she kept talking and she asked me about the hostess program, I then gave her one of these, okay? But these ones I have in my bag for special occasions. These only go to people in businesses because I know where to go to follow up. Okay, so if I walk into a business, so my goal is to do 5 of these a day and to do 5 of these a day. But I drop these off at businesses because I can go back. So I went into a strip mall. This was the day I did 10. I went into this little strip shopping center where the computer doctor was. And I started when he was in the middle, I started at the end, a barbershop. I walked in, I talked to one of the guys there. I left this with him. I told him about the men's kit, asked him if I can call him back in a day or 2. And I said, if you don't like it, if you don't want to offer these services to your clients, then perhaps I can come back and leave one of my lead boxes. He said, absolutely. So there was the computer doctor in there. I asked him about leaving one of my lead boxes, but I don't want to pile them all up in the same strip, but he said yes. So I'm going to wait to see how that pans out. I went into a beauty shop in there. The lady in there was not very receptive to me, but she had a customer sitting in her chair who kept smiling at me. So I said, well, let me give you one too. She asked me about the product, and she says, this new? I said, no, I started it 25 years ago when I had an infant who was 3 weeks old who had 2 strokes, and I wanted to stay home with him. And so this was my means of making income while I stayed home with him. He's 25 today. Now, that lady was like, oh my goodness. And so she struck up such a great conversation with me that I gave her one of these. Because she was so interested, the lady who was snubbing me, who was actually the technician, turned around and started talking very nicely. Okay, so as I went down the strip, there was a place in there that did threading, eyebrows and everything. They didn't want anything to do with it, but I still left one on the desk. So as you can see, I'm not just out there with my blows striking the air. I have a plan. I know what it is that I'm doing, and I just get out there and do it. And I'm doing it with joy because I created this plan. It's mine. So to make a long story short, you have to do what it is that you want to do. Not everybody is willing to invest 100, but here's the thing. I figure if I put out 100 brochures a month and 100 of these a month, and I do 100 online, and then the lead boxes are just bonus extras. Okay. So again, they all say the same thing. Listen for a free lipstick or a lip gloss or lipstick. And I buy these when we have the sales flyer, and the lipsticks are $3 and we pay $1.50. I buy 100 of them. It's okay for me to give them away. I can give somebody $1.50 for listening to the business opportunity. I'm not giving away the bank, but I am making an investment in my business. So Jackie, you have questions?
So the other piece that I loved is, so she's out on the go socially, but she goes online and she's on her business page and she's sharing her story. She said, I made a commitment. And so I went to Walmart. Y'all know me because she tells her Walmart story, right, on her Facebook page. And she's like, but, today I did it differently. I went to Walmart different because you used to go at 5 in the morning, so you didn't have to talk to anybody. So you flipped it, right, to where you have to talk. This was her story. But what was so funny, I was watching comments, and this person is like, what business are you in, right?
I'm getting so much of that.
Right.
So much. Every video, I get something.
But that's the key is, sometimes we just think we're posting a picture, and sometimes we think, oh, we're just going to use social.jaffer.com. And sometimes, let me tell you, I'm in every meeting and I have half the room is the panic group who doesn't want to hit live because they're like, no, don't do it. Oh my God, I don't know how. What? Are you kidding? Right, Deb? She was in Rochester. I'm like, let's go live right now. Come on, let's go. So if you say that to me in a room, I'll put you live. But the truth is, there's that panic feeling of what you don't know. And it's a combination of Jose and Lisa today that, are you kidding? If we don't go different and we don't have discipline, double D's, right? Discipline and do it different, it's never going to change. And the Facebook Live, just like when Jackie launched Galaxia and what's happened with that, right? All of a sudden, all of us are doing it, and we're sharing our before and after videos. It's being able to share, and it's being able to tell a story. It's raw, it's authentic, it's from your heart. But you don't know, again, Lisa, I think on your signature, in your email, you have something under your name that says, like my page and get a free lipstick. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about that, because it isn't just out and about. She's online getting these people who don't really know everything about her. So tell us a little bit about that.
It's the same premise. I say, like my page, it's on every catalog that goes out, every brochure that goes out. If you like me on Facebook, you can, but you know what? Once they like me, I'm going to go have the conversation with them anyway. And so, it is just, all roads lead to the same thing, which is a 10-minute chat. And I've got it down to a really cool science about, just tell me, why did you say, yes, I'll chat with you? What was it that caught your attention? And so you can move the conversation from there. But yes, I have had some people who say, yeah, I saw your a message on the bottom of the email that said, like me on Facebook. And as a matter of fact, I had a lady that called me and she said, my girlfriends want to know if they can get a free lipstick too, if they like you on Facebook. I'm like, absolutely. But instead of just liking me, ask them to like me, and then and then I'll ask them if they want to join my group. So that's a way to get people over to your VIP group, which is what we teach on the 4th week of the month about, building your online presence. So yes, Jackie, the listen for the lip gloss or lipstick is not something that I created. I've saw it. It was handed to me 20-something years ago by another direct sales company. I thought, this is cute. So I started using it way back then. And it has been serving me ever since. The lead boxes are nothing new. When I first started 20 years ago, I used to make them from little boxes from Michael's. These I got from Amazon. I waited for a sale. They were $8. They're normally 12 to 14. But when there was a sale, I got 10 of them. The little pads I have created, and my pads are specific. They mention, would you like a facial or a makeover or foot spa body polish treatment? Or would you like to chat about the income opportunity? And then the bottom of it says, is a box that they can check. Yes, I want to receive a free 4-piece travel size skincare set. And in parentheses, it says approximately 2 weeks supply for sharing my appointment with a friend. So if I'm going to get one, I want 2. Okay, so everything is very specific. And, you know, the most question I ask is if I bring my friend, is she going to get a free lip gloss or lipstick too? And I'm like, absolutely. If we have that conversation, she will. So.
Love it. So social is on the go, online, and parallel the two. But you had something so important. You have a plan, you have a purpose, and you're connecting to a goal to the number of people every single day. That's the discipline.
I will say one final thing. You have to know yourself. And I know that just like the things that really at the time seemed like it was really important, that stopped me from really building Jafra consistently. I would have spurts, really big, good spurts, and then go down, then really good sprints and go down. And so I had to be 100% authentic with myself. It's nobody's fault that I'm not an ambassador right now. It's mine. Because if I hadn't ignored all those people and those things and those situations that were there and had built, I would be an ambassador by now. So I said, Lisa, since you didn't build in favorable season, now you have to build in unfavorable. You got to deal with it harder. And when I say unfavorable, I'm older. I have health problems. You know, I'm just, and I've lost the momentum that my team behind me used to have. So now I've got to build that back up again. But I do the same thing, you know, I'm doing with the online has a second benefit. My team see me out there doing it. I'm not asking them to do something that I'm not doing. They see it's not that hard. I don't say anything. I was like, I promised I'd give about 5 samples a day. Can I give you one? There's nothing hard. And I know that for me, if the person has a bad attitude, I will still give it to her. You know, even if she said, I'll call you, you know, I was like, you know, can I call you? See how you like the sample? I'll call you. I said, okay, awesome. And so it's okay. There's nothing she can say. I offered her a stick of gum and she said, no, I don't like that flavor. That's all it is. So just don't take any of the negativity onto yourself. Be excited about it. I really am excited to be back out there again with a clear focus. It is not smooth sailing and sunny skies every day, ladies. Some days you just don't want to do it. But you know what? It's about a legacy. It is about a legacy. It is about the fact that, you know what? I've been here for 25 years and I should have impacted way more people's lives than I have. And I just can't keep giving myself excuses. And again, this is my final thing, Jackie. You know, I'll get a little biblical, but it is about the talents. You know, when God gave out, all of us have talent. He gave some to this one, some that one, some that one. 3 here, 10 there, 30 there, and we are supposed to increase and we are supposed to pass on our gift that we have. But I was being the wicked person and buried it in the sand and blaming somebody else. Yeah, I know you hard, please. So instead of me building, you know, that's what I was saying to myself. Lisa, you are being that wicked person who buried all of your gifts in the sand instead of passing it on. And you did not do what you were supposed to do with them. And I cannot be that person anymore. That's what it's about.
Well, Lisa, great to have you with us. We are along the ride with you. Thank you for sharing from your soul today. I've got a couple of questions before we end our session. Okay. Where did you get, by the way, your lipstick bag?
I Googled window bags, you know, window display bags. That's what I Googled, and I found it on Etsy. And there were like a dozen different styles. I know Cherie has a different style. Sharon Davis in California has a different style. There are so many cute styles out there. You don't even have to have the one with the lipsticks. They are some fashion bags with the windows that you can do the same thing with.
Excellent. Love it. And secondly, so do they get the lipstick once they have that 10-minute chat with you? Is that how they get the lipstick?
Yes, they do.
Okay. All right. So she's got a 10-minute chat about seeing what they might be interested in Jafra. And that's when, again, they get that lipstick. Deb has a question. Are you telling the business opportunity conversation in person to them? That's in that 10-minute chat, right? In person or by phone?
When I meet them online, I have it by phone because more than likely they're not here in this area. So I have it by phone. And I just schedule it. I was like, cool. I'm in Atlanta on the East Coast. So what area are you in? So we can, pick a time that works for both of us. And I go from there.
Excellent. All right. Any more questions before we go? We've got time for one more. You did it. Lisa, thank you for pouring your heart into us and giving us purpose and dedication, and most importantly, a new discipline. We all wake up with a new day every day, and it doesn't matter what didn't happen over 25 years. What matters is what's going to happen in the next 25 minutes, 25 hours, 25 weeks, and God bless us all, 25 more years. I don't know, but we'll see. So at the end of the day, it really is a joy to watch. And I'll tell you what, I've been a part of Lisa's life in and out of her 25 years, and always in her life, but just worked with different capacities. And nothing makes me happier when you operate from pure joy. So thank you for sharing your joy, because it truly is the season to create the legacies of love. Thank you, Lisa, for today.
One final thing. These are the business card size, but this is Lori Alley came to the rescue again. I know she didn't even know what I wanted with them. Did you, Lori? Postcard size. I said, Lori, I need this in a postcard size, and this because they fit perfectly on the lead boxes. All of them out there. And by the way, if you don't want to invest $14 for the acrylic lead boxes, there's a company called Displays To Go with the number 2, and they have cardboard ones for $1.67, and they work just as good. And so
love it. Displays To Go with a 2, number 2.
Yes,
you got it.
All right, so you can find the cardboard ones on there, and make sure you get the ones that are slanted. Look at the size. It's the 5-inch by 7 or something like that. 5 by 7, not the 10 by 12. Those are too big. Okay. All right.
Excellent.
That's it. Bye.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing today in our social ways to share on the go and online today. This ends our segment number 2. Thank you, Lisa Washington.